Hi Sam. I'm glad you could join me today. We're going to learn the German word
sehr,
Hi Alex.
Sehr.
What does that mean?
sehr,
means very in English. You can use it to emphasize something. The most common usage is to express a high degree of something, like in,
sehr gut,
which means very good.
Oh, so it's like saying really too.
Exactly. But be careful, because
sehr,
is not a false friend. It doesn't mean several, which is a common mistake English speakers make.
That makes sense. Can you tell me more about how to use?
Sehr.
Grammatically.
Sure.
sehr,
Is an adverb, so it doesn't change with gender or number. You can use it with adjectives like
sehr schön,
meaning very beautiful. Since it modifies the adjective, there's no need for conjugation.
So I wouldn't say,
Ich sehr schön.
Right. You would just say,
das ist sehr schön,
which means that is very beautiful.
what about its history? Where does
Sehr.
come from?
Great question. The word
sehr,
comes from Old High German,
Esra,
which also meant more or greater. Over time, it evolved to mean very as we use it today.
That's interesting. I love learning how words change over time.
Now, let's break down the word.
sehr,
It's not a compound word, so we can't split it into parts like we would with longer words. But we can think of it as a base that adds intensity to what it modifies.
So it's like a building block that makes other words stronger.
Exactly. You can think of it as a Lego piece that enhances your sentences.
What about similar words? Are there other words that work like
Sehr.
Yes. Here are some similar words. For instance means to,
extrem,
means extremely, and
ganz,
means quite. In the same way,
total,
means totally, and
verdammt,
can mean damn or very in slang.
wow, that's a lot of options.
It sure is. Also, you have words like
sehr oft,
meaning very often, and
sehr wenig,
meaning very little.
Can you give me some real-life situations where I might use?
Sehr.
Definitely. Imagine you're at a restaurant. You could say,
das Essen ist sehr lecker,
which means the food is very delicious.
So I can try saying that.
Yes. Go ahead.
Das Essen ist sehr lecker.
Perfect. Another situation could be when you're complimenting someone. You might say,
Du bist sehr freundlich.
which means you are very friendly.
Got it.
Du bist sehr freundlich.
Excellent. Lastly, if you're talking about the weather, you could say,
Es ist heute sehr kalt.
meaning it is very cold today.
Es ist heute sehr kalt.
Great job. Now, let's talk about gender hints for nouns. Since
Sehr.
is an adverb, it doesn't have gender. But if you remember using it with adjectives, you can think of it as a way to enhance masculine, feminine, or neuter nouns.
That's a helpful way to remember it.
Now, let's discuss how to use
Sehr.
in phrases. It's generally informal, but you can use it in most situations. Some typical collocations are
Sehr gut. Sehr wichtig.
and,
Sehr schön.
And are there any words that are easily confused with?
Sehr.
yes, be cautious with,
Several.
and.
Sehr.
They sound similar but have very different meanings.
Could you give me a few more example sentences?
Sure. Here are some.
Ich finde das Buch sehr spannend.
Which means I find the book very exciting. Or,
Der Film war sehr lang.
meaning the movie was very long.
And how about?
Das Wetter ist sehr schön heute.
Exactly. That means the weather is very nice today. You're getting the hang of this. Now, let's do a quick recall check. What does
Sehr.
mean?
It means very.
Correct. Can you give me an example of a sentence with?
Sehr.
Das Essen ist sehr lecker.
Perfect. What about a situation where you might use it?
At a restaurant, saying the food is very good.
Yes, great thinking. What's the opposite of?
Sehr.
I think it's.
Wenig.
Right. And lastly, can you tell me if
Sehr.
has a gender?
No, it doesn't have a gender since it's an adverb.
Fantastic job, Sam. To sum up, today we learned that
Sehr.
means very and can be used to emphasize adjectives. It comes from Old High German and is a versatile adverb. Keep practicing, and you'll become even more fluent.
Thanks, Alex. I really enjoyed today's lesson.